As backflips go, the PM's decision to call a Royal Commission into anti-Semitism is an absolute Olympic standard dismount. 10 out of 10 from the judges. Stuck the landing, smiled for the cameras. But not if you listen to him. If you listen to Anthony Albanese this morning, he hasn't backflipped at all. No. He was always going to call a Royal Commission. The only thing surer than a Royal Commission into anti-Semitism was your power bill going up. As for the delay in calling a Royal Commission, well, what delay? Far from deserving criticism for not calling a Royal Commission sooner, the PM this morning claimed he deserved a gold star for having called a Royal Commission so fast. Here was Speedy Gonzales on Sunrise this morning.
So we've had Jewish leaders on Sunrise just this morning saying that this delay has forced families to emerge from their grief to actually become advocates for this Royal Commission. Now, is that something you regret?
Look, I've sat down in the homes of families who are grieving. I've listened to them. We've also made sure that we've got this right in an orderly way. This is actually a record time for the calling of a Royal Commission.
Well, how stupid must all those Jewish leaders feel now? For the past month, they've been organising, advocating, pleading for a Royal Commission when Albanese was going to call a Royal Commission the whole time. How foolish those members of the community who were raising money to fund a national advertising campaign to pressure Albo into calling a Commonwealth inquiry. What were they thinking? What a waste of time and money. Didn't they realise the Prime Minister was already working at warp speed, just quietly, invisibly, and in a way that looked exactly like doing nothing? His government was never against a Royal Commission, not at all. Your ears were lying when you heard Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke say a Royal Commission should not be held. Kind of like your ears were lying when you heard Albanese say power prices would fall by $275. You never heard Tony Burke warn that a Royal Commission was a bad idea because it would, and I quote, provide a public platform for some of the worst statements and worst voices, effectively relive some of the worst examples of anti-Semitism over the past 2 years. Well, OK, he might have said that, but he didn't mean it. What he meant was the government was already preparing the Royal Commission they were never opposed to, while also being opposed to it, while also not being opposed to it, while also not calling it. Now, it's subtle. You have to follow the nuance. And the PM himself now assures us that those earlier concerns about social cohesion, well, they weren't really objections at all. They were just pre-objections that were already being post-managed.
Prime Minister, you and your ministers initially argued that a Royal Commission would expose some very deep divisions in our society and cause big harm, and that was a big enough of a reason not to hold one. Do you still hold those same concerns?
Well, what we've done is look at ways in which we could alleviate those concerns. And on social cohesion, one of the things that the conduct of the Royal Commission will take place under Commissioner Bell is that they will have to do it in a way that takes into account the need to build and protect social cohesion.
So, to summarise, the Royal Commission was too dangerous to hold until they worked out how to hold it, which they were apparently already doing while explaining why they weren't doing it. And if you thought you heard the PM and his ministers say that a Royal Commission would take too long, well, you must have imagined that too.
My priority has been dealing with all of those issues while working through making sure that we got any decision around a Commonwealth Royal Commission got right.
Now, in case you didn't catch that, the translation is we were busy not doing it while carefully preparing to do it, which proves just how fast we did it. Here's the PM explaining how he set a world land speed record by applying the brakes.
What I have attempted to do in an orderly way, the way that my government functions, is orderly, considered, get to the right decision, do it in the right order, and that is what we have sought to do here.
OK, so he did it fast and he did it slow, but not so slowly that it wasn't world-breakingly fast. Just slow enough to be orderly and considered, which is how this government always operates when it's moving at unprecedented speed while standing still. Oh, and for all you cynics who suspect Anthony Albanese has played politics with this issue, You know, the suspicion that he was against the Royal Commission because he didn't want to upset Muslim voters or have light shone on his government's shoddy performance. And now the suspicion that it's only because everyone wants a Royal Commission that suddenly Albo has always been in favour of a Royal Commission. Come on, this Labor government? Playing politics? Shame on you for thinking such things. Watch our Prime Minister put butter in his own mouth and observe how it doesn't melt at all.
There shouldn't be any politics in this. This is a moment for the nation to come together. That is something that I have done. I haven't responded to some of the political comments that have been made, including by Mr Frydenberg. I have engaged respectfully, seeking to lower the temperature of this debate.
No politics here, just weeks of refusing to act, followed by sudden action, followed by rewriting history, followed by telling everyone they're imagining things. Albanese's right, it's not politics. With Albo, it's way beyond politics. It's performance art.